guys, it's Kaylee. Welcome back to my channel. And today's video is going to be, I'm going to be telling you guys the 5 palettes that I don't think I would ever get bored of. Like if my collection dwindled down to just these 5 palettes, or honestly dwindled down to only one of these palettes, I don't think I would ever get bored of any of them. Before we get into the video though, quick short announcement. I have decided that I will be trying to commit to an uploading schedule of 3 videos per week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. No promises on the time, but I'm going to shoot for around 10 a.m. But like I said, I don't want to sit there and hold myself accountable until the time. And also, I will say, even though I'm trying to commit to this uploading schedule, that I'm going to have bumps in the road. I know I'm not going to be perfect, and I know I'm not going to have a video go up every single one of those days. I know there's probably going to be, once or twice out of the month that I might miss, so I do apologize for that. But this is something I really want to do. I did want to commit to an upload schedule because previous to this, I was just kind of uploading whenever I wanted, whenever I had a video. Sometimes I would upload back to back a few days, and then I would go, 2 weeks without uploading. So I really want to do this to kind of put myself on a more strict schedule. I want something a bit more steady with a schedule in my life, because my schedule right now is completely all over the place. Right now, my job, aside from YouTube, I don't have a normal schedule like a lot of people. The job that I work at, my schedule changes every week. I don't always get weekends off. I tend to honestly get days during the week off, and my schedule, it just always changes. So that's also why I say, I'm going to try to shoot for uploading around 10 a.m. But some days that just might not happen because I may get caught up with work, a couple days before. I say I work, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so I'm just not able to get a video up on Wednesday. But I will try my hardest, and I just wanted to put that out there and let you guys know that. That way you guys can know to come back when. You can hit that notification bell down below. I know with YouTube, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it is good to always hit it just so you have some kind of reminder. And if you don't hit it, hopefully me sticking to this uploading schedule will help you guys a lot. So make sure you hit that thumbs up down below if you like this video, and hit that subscribe button down below as well if you want to see more videos from me, and we'll go ahead and get into it. I'm going to start off with one of the newest palettes to my collection. And I know this is being kind of a lot of hype around, but for good reasons, and I really do believe in it. It's the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. I absolutely love this palette, and first off, I really do think it is perfect for travel. I love that they went with like kind of theme of traveling, and based on that, they did something that would be very good for travel, not only in packaging wise, but also in color story. There's a lot of different options, and when I look at this, there's so many different options I see that I can do. I can do something with these pinks down here. I can do something with the oranges. I can do something very neutral over here. I can do something with some blue. I can do pops of color with blue and green. I can deepen it up and smoke it out with this black. It's a very versatile palette and definitely has a lot of options. And you will see that as kind of a recurring theme throughout most of these palettes that I've chosen, is that I feel that most of them are very versatile. And that's what I look for in a palette. I look for something that I can do multiple looks with, and something that I can do a very complete look with. And this is definitely something. It has a good mix of matte and shimmer. And like I said, it has a good color story. And plus, like I said, I absolutely love this for travel. I love the packaging on this, how it bends back like this, but has still a really good mirror. Very sleek. So I really do like this. Okay, and the next palette, this is the only big palette I have. Not the only big palette I have, but the only big palette I have in this 5. I really wanted to stick to more selected, smaller palettes, but this is the only, shall I say, big palette I have. And that's the Morphe 39A. Look at this. This takes up the whole screen. But obviously, because of how big it is definitely very versatile. It has so many color options, but I really do love this palette, and there's endless amounts of looks I can do with this. I love how they have it grouped with the reds and pinks over here, more neutrals and browns over here, greens over here, blues over here, and then in the middle, all the big pans are all transitions. But there's still, even with those color stories that are within this, there are still numbers of looks you can do. You can pair the reds and greens together, the reds and blues, blues and greens. greens and neutral, like you just do pops. There's so many different looks you could do with this. And so I really do absolutely love this. And I love the name of this palette too, the Dare to Create, because this palette, when I open it up, it definitely inspires me and kind of gets those creative juices flowing a bit more. So that's palette number 2. Palette number 3 is the Carity. This is called their 21 matte eyeshadow palette. There's no other real name to it, but all it really is just this kind of like rainbow style palette with a lot of different colors. Once again, for obvious reasons, there's so many different colors and tones in here, and there's so many different looks you could do. And I really love reaching into this when I really want to get inspired and do a very colorful look. And I definitely come up with some interesting things. So once again, I absolutely love that palette. And now these next two, these are definitely going to be your more like what a lot of other people are going to more go towards. They're smaller, they're more selected, don't have as big color stories as those last few I showed you, but there's still palettes that I absolutely love, and I definitely think if I was down to only one of these out of all of these 5, I would be perfectly happy. So first is the Zodiac palette by ColourPop and Kathleen Lights. I absolutely love the color story they did on this. It's kind of a very neutral palette with pops of colors, but I still find that the colors and tones that she chose to put in this palette go very well together and can create a lot of different looks. Once again, that's kind of the recurring theme of these 5 palettes. But this is definitely, like I said, I think this would be great for like the average consumer and someone that's only an average day person that's not on YouTube only wants, 1 or 2 palettes. I think this would be a good option for them and something that would still inspire them but give them a lot of looks, but it's still fairly neutral. You definitely have a lot of your neutral shades over here. I love using the Scorpio and the Sagittarius together, those 2 shades right here on the end. I love using those together, and also incorporating the Aquarius and those blues, but you can also get more like neutral looks out of it. The Virgo is almost like a cool tone brown, which I really love. And then you also have some warm tones up here. So it's just a really great palette, and it's a neutral, but it's still kind of got an interesting color story to it. And then the last palette I have to show you guys is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance. And I know this palette was like definitely had a lot of hype around it, and I was actually definitely late to the game on this palette. It did take me a while, like it was out for a while before I finally got it, but I do absolutely love it. And I know this is more, especially out of all the palettes I've shown you, it's probably got the, how do I say this, like it's not as broad of a spectrum of a color story as the rest of those palettes. It's definitely like, this is a warm tone palette, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It doesn't have like crazy colors like most of those other palettes have, like a pop of blue or something in it, or other different colors. This one is it's just a warm palette. You've got your warm like oranges and red tones, and that's about it. But honestly, even with that, I still think you can get so many unique looks out of this. Yes, they're all going to be warm tone, but for me, I love warm tone looks anyway, and that is mainly what I gravitate towards. So for me, and I think also a lot of people, this is a palette that I don't think many people get bored with. Every time I reach for this, I love the look I come up with. I'll sometimes every now and then do like a similar look to one I've already done, but I still feel like I'm constantly creating different looks with this. So I really absolutely love this palette, and once again, I think this one and the ColourPop Zodiac ones would be most ideal for just everyday people, versus like some of the other, especially like the Carity one. This is definitely just a full-on colorful palette, but hey, you'll never get bored of it. And also the Dare to Create palette by Morphe. I mean, I still think like even an everyday person, if they were to get this palette alone and this was the only palette they had, like I think you'd be set. Like if you're just someone who's not on YouTube and just an everyday person who only likes to have a couple eyeshadow palettes, like one, maybe a few, I think with that palette you'd be set, because there's literally endless opportunities you could do with it. So I know this was a shorter video, guys, but I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!